right, so here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off The Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proven ground tonight. Kamaru Usman, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pineda showed up. But as he gets back on the proven ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, always interesting to see the early portions of an Israel Adesanya fight. You know how electric a striker this is. You know how proud New Zealand is to have him as a Kiwi in the UFC. But a lot of fighters are going to try to take him down and punish him on the ground. Not a lot of fighters are going to have success with that. Let's see how the opposition chooses to attack Adesanya here tonight.
Way to hide that leg kick. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate. A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title. Leg kick. Does a great job of mixing up the strikes. Lands another leg kick. Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Another powerful kick there. A lot of volume with the feet tonight for him.
It's unbelievable to watch somebody make kicking the base of their fighting style. He has shown us that it's possible.
All right, so he catches the kick and promptly counters with the takedown and puts him on his back. Nicely done there.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew if he had an opportunity to secure a leg off of a kick, he would go right to his takedown, and it worked to perfection. Oh, right into mount. He's got to start throwing now.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
Use your footwork.
Oh, big elbow. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Getting the mount here.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. And that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
All right, late in the round now, it has been all Israel Adesanya. He's landed a lot of power shots, not necessarily forcing the finish, though.
It's the way that he can land wherever he decides he wants to, with his legs, with his hands, with his elbows. It all comes back to the striking of the last power builder. Tonight, he is putting on a masterful performance.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle the striking. Listen, you're going to learn that right hand this round. Just
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
Round two now. Israel Adesanya. And that man, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Takedown defense is there. Usman gets stung by that leg kick.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks. He better check. That leg's getting beat up. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he wants to take too many more of those.
Well, you might consider switching stances or something to try to eliminate that attack from coming in his direction. Beautiful combination by the champion there.
Uppercut is true. Well, that's one way to take advantage of an edge and reach. Beautiful connection with that punch. Just misses there with the left. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Just over 2 minutes now to go. That shot blocked by Usman. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Adesanya gets hit with that hook. That one had some pop behind it.
Now
ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Kamaru Usman. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
Found it really early.
Setting up a sub here. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, hammer fist here by Adesanya.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Adesanya's in half guard.
Good round.
All right, looking good, looking good. Breathe, yeah, breathe. They got that right. That was beautiful. Nice.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. Which corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds?
Usman's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Really good job by the fighter to land that kick. That's control of the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful lateral change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically. Violent strike to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Jockeying for position in the clinch. Both fighters here trying to get a more dominant position. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. Look at him. Big, that body shot right up through his sternum.
Swing and a big miss by Adesanya. Usman swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
20 seconds to go. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3. Yeah,
you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Tags him with that uppercut. Oh, just misses with the kick.
Oh, nice.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really affected with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, not a great visual now. 2 professional athletes.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Usman's in half guard. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Adesanya. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Ooh! Big uppercut. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Shot to the body here, blocked by Usman.
30 seconds on the clock, let's go. 30 seconds.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches. Oh, man, he's hurt. Oh, big right hand.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? 20 down, 5 to go.
Okay, it's time for that second win now. I'm ready for that second win. Let's turn it up now, okay? You gotta wake up out there. You gotta stay focused, stay alert, okay? You train me too.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round for you.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon. Nice shot there by the champ. He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swell.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Right.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Now he's back up.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Well, he is clearly losing this fight. It has not been his best performance, but he can change all of that with a late submission.
He struggled because he hasn't been able to get this fight to the ground. Now he needs to abandon his setup to his takedown, grab his opponent, and try to take him to the floor so he can chase the submission.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down. Oh, look at that leg kick. Well, I am not going.
He hurt him! Oh, Adesanya's getting going now.
Stay in control. Relax and start looking for your shot.
Oh! Holy smokes!
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Israel the Last